Okay, I'm not gay or anything. Okay, that's an intro. Okay, I'm not gay or anything.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
But I let Michael B. Jordan beat the living fuck out of me. Creed 3 is the third film in the Creed trilogy, which is also a connection to the 6 triplets of the Rocky movies. Did you know there was a Rocky 6? Me neither. This was Michael B. Jordan's first debut as a director for a movie. I mostly know him as that one guy from Space Jam and Fortnite, but different strokes for different folks, I guess. And for his first time, he did a pretty good job. You can really feel the touches he had, mostly with the fights itself and how it's framed and directed to feel like an anime, which I think that's what he was going for. Not much of a spoiler, but near the end they managed to show a passage of time and show a personal altercation between two people in a very creative way without having a time lapse. A lot of the movie besides the action feels like a classic anime where childhood friends have a fallout and one comes back later in life to destroy the other's life / career with revenge and has a huge train for it. Speaking of destroying the other's lives, Jonathan Major looked like he could fucking destroy mine. If you saw Ant-Man, which I kinda doubt, and you enjoyed Jonathan Major as the villain, then I have a movie for you. Well, calling him a villain is a bit of a stretch because he's just someone who was not given the opportunity that he thinks he deserves. He's someone who was Adonis's bestie till the one crazy summer and feels like he deserves Adonis's place. You can sympathize with him and you can see his coming ups, and while what he's doing is wrong, you're kinda glad to see him that he could prove himself before, you know, he becomes a fucking dick to Adonis. Being mean to Michael B. Jordan is way too far. What are you, Twitter? I think I have to get this out of the way because there's a lot of talk about it behind the scenes for this movie and some saddening things to some that won't watch it because of it. Yes, Canelo is in the movie. He has a bit of an MCU cameo where he announces the next Creed multiverse where he's going to be getting an Amazon Prime exclusive show where he's going to be in space with Chris Tucker fighting Jupiter Godzilla. I know some of my viewers already clicked off hearing that, but I'm just a messenger. I think this movie is interesting. Okay, I'll talk about it. Sylvester Stallone is not in the movie. There's some conflict between him and the producers of the movie that he has troubles with. And in short, he doesn't want to be in a movie with them involved because he feels he lost something that belonged to him that day. And even shorter, he's not in this movie, but I think the movie does a good job not really needing Rocky for it to stand. Because it's more of a personal relationship between Adonis and his family and of course his childhood friend Damien. And I like to think that Rocky's busy right now being a grandpa for his grandson. I think this movie is interesting and good, but there are some problems that I have with pacing. For a movie that's nearly 2 hours, it sure felt a bit more. Some scenes in the middle felt like a weird drag, but not too much. And while on that, there are scenes that seem to be missing with some information that could have been answered. Mostly with Damien and his plan to get to the top, but I think I could excuse the movie just a bit. Overall, for his first time directing, Michael B. Jordan does a good job, even for a movie of this size. It's the third movie to a trilogy that's connected to a sextuplets Rocky series. Again, how the fuck is there 6? But he hit it. Adonis, Damien, Mary, Bianca, and of course, my man Canelo. He did a good job, I guess. Everyone else did pretty good. I really recommend this movie. I'm glad it's doing well for being a sports type movie that's actually good. And I want to see more of these anime inspired stories / action taken to the real world. Except for the live action One Piece. I'll fucking blow my brains out than watch that pile of shit fumble like the rest of these. Overall, I'm giving Creed 3 an 8 out of 10. Overall, my awakening with this movie has happened. I've opened my third eye, and now I can see buff, sexy men doing a training arc in my mind. And I can't stop.
The working ways.